Good morning and welcome to our third day of DroidCon. Yeah, big clap, that's great. First time in Dubai. So this is, remember this day because it's going to grow from here. I have a lot of friends that are artists, and I really appreciate their art, and I always say, I wish I could, paint like you or draw like you. And they always say, yeah, but we need people like you that just appreciate what we do. Now, I'm not a developer, and I don't, sometimes what you're saying is going over my head, but I really do appreciate getting a glimpse into your world, into what you're doing, and I'm getting that through this conference here today. I'm actually not a developer, but a communicator. I assist people with presenting and speaking, and as a communicator yesterday, I saw a lot of communication happening. One thing I always ask speakers to do as they get up is to be authentic and to be passionate. And each of our presenters today were both, yesterday, were authentic and passionate about what they do. Another thing about communication is listening. And we saw a lot of that happening yesterday. Presenters were here, and it was only because a lot of great listening was happening in the audience that we had amazing questions coming back and dialogue happening. We had some good dialogue and a few little arguments started, but that's what's great about something here is that we can get through that and learn. Communication today is in more than one place, and I hope that you jump on the Facebook page with DroidCon because there's some amazing photographs being uploaded. And we're getting, there's things happening in other places beside the auditorium. There's in the hall, and you can have a glimpse of what's happening. To get even more information about what's happening beside where you're at, jump on Twitter and make sure that Twitter's getting more and more active as our Twitter back channel. And so make sure you jump on and tweet, because I'm here in the auditorium, but I would love to hear the takeaways that you're getting if you're in a hall upstairs. Listening, we talked about this yesterday, that Boris said that it's kind of like a family, DroidCon, and I'm already beginning to feel that beginning to happen here in Dubai. We had a speaker up here that was from Berlin. He was in the first DroidCon conference in Berlin with just a few people like this, and it grew to 24 countries and over 5 continents. It's not surprising then that Dubai Internet City has become a headline partner alongside DroidCon as they grow initiatives together here. As well, we have our key sponsor, Microsoft, joining in. And I'm already hearing, as a communicator, listening to the young people here, the young ladies and the young men, that we are going to have 2016 DroidCon. because they're already talking about their elevator pitch that they're going to give at bar camp next year. They're already getting excited about what's happening. We're already driving excitement in our university students here just by what's happening here today. So that's quite exciting. Now, I'm going to give you a difficult choice. You have to make a choice of staying here or going into another very value-added presentation upstairs in Hall 1. Upstairs in Hall 1 is Paul Blundell. His presentation is Why You Know Craftsmen. And it is how to write great apps showcasing tools and processes to create a great place to work with like-minded people. That's upstairs, so if you go out the door and to the left, there's an elevator and you go up and you can listen to how to write great apps and showcasing tools and processes to create a great place to work. If you stay here, you have the opportunity to listen to a speaker that spoke yesterday, and he is going to talk about how the credit card went into the bar. Did I get that right? A credit card walks into a bar. So please put your hands together with a warm welcome to welcome our first speaker, Cristiano Betta.
What always disappoints me is that people who professionally do this stuff, they don't come up with anything better than test 1, 2. Like, I met one guy one time who he actually had a little book and he just started reading out of the whole book while the other person was doing the AV system. Test. Hello. Walked away. Hello. Oh, let me mute this for a second. It's a good day to start the day with some AV trouble. Okay, awesome. Hi, my name is Cristiano. I'm going to talk to you about a credit card that walks into a bar. I don't think she noticed, but it's in gigantic letters up there. You don't need your glasses for that one. My name is Cristiano. This is a talk about credit cards and e-commerce. It's not specifically Android, but it's definitely relevant. Again, I'm Cristiano. It's really early this morning. I'm a developer advocate, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to wake you up. I'm going to inspire you, and I'm going to make you laugh, okay? So waking up, this is the tricky bit. I do this everywhere, except for, normally I can kind of wing this, except for I don't read Arabic. So this is, anybody, who here reads Arabic? Okay, so this is merhaba? Marhaba, and that means welcome, yes. Then we have this one, shakara? Shukra. Okay. Am I butchering that completely or what? Okay, and then normally I do like 2 beer, but that doesn't really work here. So, muthish? Muthish. Okay, now, I've learned some Arabic. The people out there, you've learned some Arabic. Like I said, I'm a developer advocate with Braintree. We do credit cards. Who was with my talk yesterday? A few of you. Okay, so you've seen these jokes already then. I spend a lot of time on a plane. I fly a lot. That sounds really impressive, but it makes me basically an expert at microwave meals. So I ask this everywhere, and everybody just nods along and goes like, yeah, I've been on a plane and I've gotten like a meal and I have no idea if it's chicken or beef. And then you're like, oh, it's the vegetables. Like that's everywhere. As you can see, I'm a very serious person. Very serious person. That wasn't supposed to be there. So Braintree, what do we do at Braintree? We accept credit cards. I really need my notes, otherwise I can't. There we go. We take a couple of lines of JavaScript like that, or a couple of lines of Java, or a couple of lines of iOS code, and we turn it into a very pretty credit card form. We do that for a couple of companies. We power Airbnb, Uber, Slack. Anybody here using Slack? I love Slack. It's amazing. Our entire team is on it. Anyway, so I'm here to try and inspire you. I'm not very good at that, so I'm just going to make you laugh. So let's start with the first one. Credit card walks into a bar. He says to the bartender, "I've been having a hard time meeting people." The bartender says, "Aren't you supposed to be good at generating interest?" No, lost. That was horrible. I love you guys. I have a cat, and he's a bit special. He kind of has a special condition. I'm not sure if this is playing. He thinks he's a dog, clearly. He also thinks he's the king of the house. He really loves to just sit there and pretend like he owns the place. Actually, he has a kidney condition. He actually has a condition, which means he can only eat really expensive food. But people always want to make photos of him and cuddle him, especially kids. So what oh, and the other thing that he's famous for is, I don't know, anybody here use AdBlock? You know, on the websites? A couple of years ago, the guy who made AdBlock, he made for April Fools, he made a version called CatBlock, which just replaces all your ads on the internet with cats. And the advertising he used on the website, yeah, that was my cat. So that's what he's actually known for. Yeah. So, you know, I'm a developer. I like to play around. I wasn't really happy with people just making all these pictures.